at 4.
When nearly 500,000 Tennesseans won't be able to vote in the upcoming election due to felony convictions. According to the Sentencing Project, Tennessee denies the right to vote to more people with felony convictions than any other state. State Capitol reporter Tori Gessner explains why some lawmakers say that should change.
After serving prison time for a crime, convicted felons may get a second chance at life. But for 470,000 people with felony convictions in Tennessee, that doesn't include a second chance at the ballot box.
The changes that I made, my moral, the way I think and who I am, my whole character, there should be no reason why I shouldn't be able to vote.
Simply being released from prison would be enough to get those rights back in more than 20 states. But in Tennessee, that's not the case. Only certain people with felony convictions qualify to have their voting rights restored. And they either have to get a pardon or convince a judge to restore their rights of citizenship, which includes their gun rights, first. The process is complex and can take months to years.
It should not be this difficult for people to simply want to take part in the electoral process.
House Democratic Caucus Chair John Ray Clemens says Tennessee's laws and policies make it more difficult for certain people to vote. And a report released by the Tennessee Advisory Committee to the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights this year backs up that claim, calling Tennessee one of the most restrictive states in the country for voting access, arguing the state places additional obstacles on certain voters, especially those convicted of felonies.
You have to ask yourself, why? What are the people who are running Tennessee afraid of? Why don't they want these individuals to vote?
Clemens wants to see Tennessee adopt other states' policies, some of them Republican-led, that automatically restore people's voting rights once they're released from prison, something Governor Bill Lee has previously said isn't for him to decide.
We'll see if that change comes. I think there's a lot of change that's occurred in this state, and it will ultimately be up to the General Assembly, that decision.
Reporting in Nashville, I'm Tori Gessner.
Now, the Republican governor of Iowa did issue an executive order back in 2020 to restore convicted felons' voter rights after their release from prison. Last legislative session, lawmakers shot down a bipartisan bill that would have allowed convicted felons to restore their voting rights without restoring their gun rights first. Now, the issue is currently tied up in court.